Have you ever wondered how a Mississippi boy named Elvis Presley became the king of rock and roll? This story begins in the humble town of Tupelo, Mississippi, in the year of 1935, where the legend Elvis Aaron Presley was born. But his journey into the world wasn't a joyous one. He was a twin, but his brother, Jesse Garin, tragically didn't survive the birth. Raised in a devoutly religious household, young Elvis found his first connection to music within the walls of the Assembly of God Church. The gospel tunes that filled the air during services stirred something inside him, a rhythm, a passion, a calling. It was here that the seeds of his musical journey were sown. On his 11th birthday, Elvis received a gift that would change his life forever: a guitar. Perhaps it was destiny, or perhaps it was pure chance, but this guitar sparked a fire in him that would burn brightly for the rest of his life. It became his companion, his confidant, his way of expressing the melodies that danced in his head. Life took a significant turn when the Presley family moved to Memphis, Tennessee. This bustling city, known for its vibrant music scene, was a stark contrast to the quiet town of Tupelo. The move was challenging for young Elvis, but it also opened up a world of opportunities. It was in Memphis that Elvis would dive headfirst into the world of music, honing his skills and developing his unique style. So here we are, a Mississippi boy, born into hardship, gifted with a guitar, and moved to a city filled with musical promise. It was in this melting pot of gospel, blues, and country music that Elvis Presley began to find his voice. And what a voice it was. From these humble beginnings, a star was about to rise. But how did Elvis transition from a truck driver to a national sensation, you may well ask? Well, the journey was as fascinating as the man himself. Elvis's story took a dramatic turn when he signed his first record deal with Sun Records. A small label based in Memphis, Sun Records was known for its innovative approach to music. They were the first to see the potential in Elvis, the young truck driver with a dream. Elvis's first record, That's All Right, was a blend of country and rhythm and blues, a unique style that would become a hallmark of his music. The record was an instant success locally, and it didn't take long for the big labels to take notice. One of these was RCA Victor, a record company that was eager to capitalize on the burgeoning rock and roll scene. Recognizing the potential in Elvis's unique sound and charismatic persona, RCA Victor bought out his contract from Sun Records. This move would prove to be a game-changer for Elvis's career and for the music industry as a whole. Under RCA Victor, Elvis released Heartbreak Hotel, a song that would catapult him to national fame. As the haunting notes of the song played on radios across the country, it was clear that a new star had arrived on the scene. But it wasn't just his music that set Elvis apart. His performance style, characterized by his hip-swiveling dance moves and soulful delivery, was unlike anything the public had seen before. It was controversial, yes, but it also created an undeniable buzz. And so, Elvis's rise to stardom was nothing short of meteoric. His unique blend of country, gospel, and rhythm and blues struck a chord with audiences, and his electrifying performances made him a sensation. But did you know that Elvis was not just a music sensation, he was also a Hollywood star? After his meteoric rise in the music world, Elvis set his sights on the silver screen, eager to conquer yet another form of entertainment. His acting debut came in 1956 with Love Me Tender, a Civil War drama. Although the critics were mixed about his acting chops, audiences couldn't get enough of him. His natural charisma and on-screen presence made him an instant hit. Elvis went on to star in a total of 31 feature films. His most successful film was Blue Hawaii, released in 1961. The movie was a box office smash, and its soundtrack, featuring the hit single Can't Help Falling in Love, topped the charts. From the recording studio to the Hollywood set, Elvis proved that his talent knew no bounds. Elvis had conquered the music charts and the box office, but his journey was far from over. Behind the glitz and glamour, Elvis was facing personal battles and a major career interruption. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, had his share of personal struggles. One of the most heart-wrenching moments in his life was the loss of his beloved mother, Gladys. Elvis was just 23 when Gladys passed away, a blow that hit him hard. He was known to have a close bond with his mother, and her sudden departure left a void in his life. The pain was so intense that it cast a shadow over his life, affecting his personal relationships and his art. In the midst of his grief, Elvis faced another major life change. He was drafted into the U.S. Army. As the world's biggest music star, Elvis could have easily dodged the draft, but he chose to serve his country. His decision to put his career on hold and serve in the military was met with both admiration and criticism. Nevertheless, his 2-year stint in the army was a significant period in his life. It was a time away from the limelight, a time for reflection, and a time to serve. While serving in the army, Elvis met the woman who would become his wife, Priscilla Beaulieu. Their love story was nothing short of a fairy tale. Despite the challenges of a long-distance relationship, Elvis and Priscilla tied the knot in 1967, 8 years after they first met. A year later, they welcomed their daughter, Lisa Marie, into the world. His marriage to Priscilla and the birth of Lisa Marie were bright spots in a period marked by personal struggles. But life had more twists and turns in store for Elvis. His marriage to Priscilla ended in divorce, and his career, once on a hiatus, was met with challenges as he struggled to reclaim his place in the music industry. Elvis's life was a roller coaster of highs and lows, and it was about to take a tragic turn. In his final years, Elvis's health declined, but his legacy was just beginning. The king of rock and roll, the man who had captivated audiences worldwide with his unique voice and charismatic stage presence, was facing personal and health challenges that would ultimately lead to his untimely demise. Elvis's health started deteriorating, plagued by a cocktail of ailments that ranged from high blood pressure to liver damage. The vibrant performer, once brimming with life, was now fighting a losing battle with his own body. His personal life too was in turmoil. His marriage to Priscilla Presley ended in divorce in 1973, adding to the growing list of his woes. On a fateful day in August 1977, the world was shocked to hear the news of Elvis's death. The man who had been a beacon of energy and dynamism, a symbol of the rock and roll era, was no more. His fans were devastated and the music industry mourned the loss of a titan. The king had left the building, but his reign was far from over. In the aftermath of his passing, Elvis's legacy continued to grow. His record sales soared and his music found new audiences. His influence was evident in the work of many artists who followed, shaping the landscape of music in ways he probably never imagined. His home, Graceland, became a shrine for his fans, a testament to his enduring popularity. It's not just a major tourist attraction, it's a pilgrimage site for those who wish to pay homage to the king. Elvis Presley, a man who rose from humble beginnings to become a global icon, left a mark on the world that can still be felt today. His music, his style, his persona, they continue to resonate, transcending boundaries of time and geography. He may have faced hardships, he may have left us too soon, but his legacy is a testament to his extraordinary life and career. Elvis may have left the building, but his impact on music and pop culture remains as strong as ever. So, what can we learn from the life and legacy of Elvis Presley? From humble beginnings in Mississippi, Elvis's story is one of ambition, talent, and perseverance. His ascent to stardom in the 50s showcased his unique fusion of blues, country, and gospel music that culminated in the birth of rock and roll. But his journey wasn't without its trials. As we saw in his time as a movie star, fame can often lead to personal struggles. Yet even in the face of adversity during his military service, Elvis's resilience shone through. His final years, although marked by personal and health issues, left us a legacy that continues to influence music and pop culture today. Elvis's story teaches us about the rewards of perseverance, the transformative power of cultural fusion in music, and the double-edged sword that is fame. Elvis Presley, a boy from Mississippi, became the king of rock and roll and left a legacy that continues to rock the world.